Yeah, if you're recording videos that are less than 8 minutes, you may be making it harder on yourself to get to those 4,000 watch hours, to get to 1,000 subscribers, or if you're already monetized, you might not be making as much money, and YouTube might not be pushing your videos as much as they would if they were longer than 8 minutes. I'm going to explain all this. I'm going to actually show you some examples from this channel, but from my other channel, Brand Creators, which is just over 100,000 subscribers. I've been doing this a long time, and I figured this out probably, I would say, about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago. And now I try really hard to make sure that my videos are at least 8 minutes. Now, with that being said, we don't want to just have fluff in the video. We want to make sure that it has great value. And I'm going to give you some value today because hopefully this is going to help you. And I'm going to pull up my little handy dandy little whiteboard. And any of you that are, subscribers, you know what I'm talking about. That's a Blue's Clues reference. Anyone Blue's Clues fans? Let me know in the comments. All right. So this is what I'm going to be breaking down with you. This right here and this right here. This is the money part. This here is the getting the views part. All right. And I'm going to show you examples. I'm going to jump into the computer and show you right on this channel on how this really does play out. All right. So let's talk about a 4-minute video. Most people are not going to watch the entire 4-minute video. Okay. They're just not going to. Now, if they did, that's great. But I guarantee if you do a 4-minute video, you're probably going to get maybe 20%, maybe 25% if you're lucky. So let's just call it, you're going to get 1 minute of view time. Okay. That's going to take a lot to add up to that watch time hours, right? Let's put it to 8 minutes. Well, let's say we get the same 20 or 25%. Let's just say 2 minutes just to make the math easier. All right. So now we get 2 minutes. We've just basically doubled our amount of view time. Okay. This is also going to come in real handy when we get down here. All right. Don't look at that yet. All right. So 20 minutes. Let's say the same kind of rule happens here. We're at 5 minutes. Now I have live streams that I've done on my other channel, and those live streams, even on this channel, I'll actually pull one up and I'll show you what the stats are for that. But I'm going to bet it's over 10 minutes. Okay. So imagine you're doing these little 4-minute videos or 5-minute videos, and you're only getting that little bit of watch time. You got to have a lot more of those videos, and you got to try to get people to watch longer. All right. So that's the whole premise there, or the whole gist of why we want to do that, because normally people are going to consume not the entire video. All right. Now, I'm not saying that you should just go out and start recording 20-minute videos. I think 8 minutes or more, up to 12 minutes. My rule is generally 8 to 12 minutes. Now, I'm not on a timer. I'm not like looking at my timer here going like, oh, I got to hurry up, or, oh, I got to keep stretching this out. No, because I generally have a lot to cover, and it's hard for me to cover it in just 8 minutes. But I am going to do this right here. I'm going to plan it out. I'm going to map it out so I can give examples, I can tell stories, and I can share more information with the audience. All right. So that's that. All right. So understand that if you're doing videos that are 8 minutes or less, you're probably going to get, let's hope that you get 2 minutes of watch time. And I would encourage you, look at your analytics. I'll show you how to look at that here in a second, but look at your analytics and see what your average watch time is. I know on this, for my last like 10 videos, the average was like 3.5, let's just call it almost 4 minutes. All right. Or even 3 minutes. Okay. 3 minutes is a lot better than 1 minute the last time I checked. All right. Okay. Let's get into this down here, the money stuff. Okay. So you may or may not already know this, but I'm going to kind of walk you through it. I'm also going to show you an example of kind of how this looks in the back end of your dashboard. All right. So 4 minutes. Okay. If we have a 4-minute video, when we are at monetization, now you might say, well, I'm not at monetization right now, Scott. All I want is views. I get that. But the thing is like we did up here, you're only getting a small fraction of that. So let's stretch that out a little bit. Okay. Now, once we do get to monetization though, with a 4-minute video, you're only going to be able to put an ad roll in the beginning and an ad roll at the end. And this is something that YouTube's just going to do automatically anyway. All right. Now, once you get to 8 minutes, you get to place them wherever you want. Now, I would not recommend doing one like every minute, but I would recommend doing at least one in the middle. Okay. Now, having just one extra ad roll can add up significantly. Okay. And you might not think so, but it does. All right. And I've tested this because I wasn't doing this. I was just letting it. I had videos that were over 8 minutes long, and I wasn't basically saying, like, hey, put an extra ad in there. Because most of the time, people don't care. It's like a TV show, right? If they watched 4 minutes, like if you watched 4 minutes of something, it's a pretty long time. You're not like annoyed that there's a commercial coming in. You're just like, oh, and then you might skip it, okay? And that's fine, but it still shows up, all right? And I'm gonna explain why in a second here. I think that YouTube is actually gonna push these videos more, all right? Even on longer than 8 minutes. So the 8 minute video right here, okay? Now, this same 8 minute video, I can add a second pre-roll in there, or a third, I should say. So it would be 4 total. So we'd have one in the beginning, we would have one here at the 3 minute mark, we'd have another one at the 6 minute mark, and then we'd have another one at the end. Now here's the deal. You can put them in there. It does not mean that an ad is going to display. Okay, you're just telling YouTube, hey, I'm okay with you putting an ad spot there if you want to. And it might not, okay? But what it is doing is it's giving YouTube permission. And what is YouTube? What are they in business to do? Make money. So if you have a video that is saying, hey, you can go ahead and add another ad roll in there, do you think that that might also be a reason for them to maybe push that video a little bit more? Maybe. I can't prove that, but I would think like, oh, a longer video, more ad rolls, maybe we'll make a little bit more money. YouTube and you, okay? So that's the 8 minute like scenario. Like we've got 8 minutes here, one ad roll in the center, and you can add these in. I'm going to show you that here in a second. The 8 minute one here with 2 ad spots, okay? And now check this out. This is a 20-minute example. 20-minute example. 4 minutes in, 8 minutes in, 12 minutes in, 10 minutes in, okay? Or 16, I'm sorry. It's 8, or let me do that again. 4 minutes, 8 minutes, 12 minutes, 16 minutes. I can do math. And so if we did that, we're going to have one in the beginning, one here, one here, one here, one here, and even one at the end. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ad rolls for a 20-minute spot. And that's okay. Once again, if you didn't want to do that, you could say, you know what? I just want to do one at like the 8 minute mark and maybe at the end. That's fine too. But here's what we got to remember. Go back up here. Most people are not making it that far in the video. So we want to make sure that we're in there at least at the 4 minute mark, right? Because if we're looking at our analytics and we go, oh, most people finish up until the 4 minute mark, I want to put one in at least at the 4 minute, maybe even a hair before, okay? That right there, my friends, is going to make you more money. And there's a potential that YouTube will want to push it even more, right? Because it can make more money. But you might be thinking, Scott, that doesn't pertain to me because I don't have enough views. I just want to get views. This up here, what I described, that's going to get you more views faster or watch time hours faster. Now, with all this being said, you ain't going to get any of that if we don't have a good title that's going to get the attention in the first place. And that's where a lot of people struggle, is with the title, right? If we get the title, we get people to view. Now we have to keep them for at least a certain amount of time. And that comes in with your hook in the beginning and all of that stuff. Guys, I actually put together 10 titles with some really cool hooks. They've worked very well for me. If you want a copy of that, just put hooks in the comments and I'll send you a copy of that. All right, just put hooks in the comments. I'll send you a copy of that. And those have worked really well for me on my other channel and on this channel. All right, so if you want that, just leave the comment. I'll send it to you. All right, that's enough of the whiteboard. Let's get into the analytics. All right, so here we are in the analytics, and you can see this video has done very, very well. This is only a couple weeks old. It's doing very, very well. You can see over here, we're still getting a lot of views per hour, but I want to get into the engagement. This is where we're able to see how well the engagement is doing. So if I click on engagement, I can see right here, the average view duration for this video is 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Now that's since published. Now what I can do is I can go, okay, let's see what it is for the last 7 days. And that might change. It went down a little bit. And the reason why it probably went down a little bit is because it's going to a little bit of a broader audience, because if we look over here at the impressions, actually right here at the impressions are 118,000. It's it's getting shown to a lot of people. All right. And that tends to make that go down a little bit. Let me go here to since it was published again, and total is 367,000 impressions. And wow, the click-through rate's pretty good as well, 6.8%. So let's go ahead and look at some of the averages here for this channel. And this is, again, something that you can do for your own channel. Just go to channel analytics and then go into overview. And if you scroll down, you're going to see top content in this period. This is the last 28 days. You can see 3 minutes, 31 seconds, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 46 seconds, 3 minutes, 52 seconds. This is a recent upload, almost 5 minutes. This one here, 8 minutes. This one here, 5 minutes. This one here, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 3.19. So almost 3.5 minutes, okay? So you can see on average, about 4 minutes, I would say, if we took the really good ones and the ones that just did okay, right? But if you look at this, then you're like, okay, you know what? There should probably be an ad roll in that spot. And I don't even know on this video. Let's go ahead and look and see where the ads are being placed on this video. And basically to find that, all we're going to do is click on here. We're going to go into down here to where it says monetization. And then here we can review the placement. Now, check out what it says here. In videos longer than 8 minutes, mid-rolls will be placed at natural breakpoints. You can review and adjust placements after the video has finished processing. So let's go ahead and let's review the placement. So here it is. So this is their automatic placement, by the way. So they're doing one right here at about 1:06. Then they're doing one here at around the 4:11 second mark. Then here they're doing another one at about 8.33. And then they're doing one right here. Now, I did not set these. I could literally, if I wanted to, I could go right here. I'd click on that and I would say ad break. And then there would be another ad break there. I could take that, I can move it around like this to different breakpoints. Now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to delete that one, and I'm going to leave it where it was because it's doing pretty well. So that's how you can actually add those different breakpoints. Now, what I want to share with you though is on a long form. I mean like over an hour video. So let's go ahead and look at this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into my live stream. So I'm going to go to content. I'm going to go to live. And then this is for the live for the last 28 days. And you can see right here, 10 minutes and 19 seconds. And on average, these are about an hour. Let me go ahead and see if I go a little bit longer, if it's better or worse. Let's go 90 days. Nope, a little bit better. 11 minutes and 16 seconds. Okay, so you can see how that can do way better than a 4-minute video. Now, again, this is a live stream. It doesn't mean you have to do a live stream. Let me go into videos now, and you can see this is going across all videos for the last 90 days, 3 minutes and 57 seconds. That's the amount of time that people are staying to watch a video. So really important that we understand that. Now, like I said, none of this is going to happen unless you get what? You get a click, and then you get a view, and then you can get watch time hours. But how do you do that? You need to have really, really good titles. And you're in luck because I shot a video right here that breaks down those top 10 titles that I was sharing with you earlier, and you can see exactly how we're using them, and I give you multiple examples in various niches. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.